Hey everyone, and welcome to my new video. As you can see here, we are cooking cherry wood chicken in the Kamado Joe. What a dish. Let's get stuck in. First thing we need to do the night before is spatchcock our chicken. Here I've just got a regular chicken from the supermarket, and we're going to cut either side of the spine. We want to remove the spine, and what this lets us do is open up the chicken and kind of butterfly it so we get an even cook all the way through. With the spine, you can keep that for stock if you want, or just discard it. I'm going to do a little nick either side of the wishbone here, which makes opening up the carcass even easier. And there is kind of a really sort of grizzly bone piece here in the breast that you want to get rid of. This will just make life easier at the end when it comes to carving. I'm also taking out the rib cage right onto the shoulder joint of the wings. Again, this is just with in mind the end result when we are carving. It just makes it very, very easy. Also getting rid of any excess, sort of trimming up bits of skin and things like that. Straight from there, we're going to go on with our seasoning. This is a very basic seasoning of salt, pepper, garlic and paprika. I didn't want to go too crazy with the seasoning, just simply because it's my first time using the Kamado and I was concentrating more on how to use it and how to regulate temperatures and things like that. So we'll set that aside for 24 hours. Next day, we're going to get the Kamado ready, get our coals in. There's a piece of cherry wood and 2 fire starters in there. We're going to get those going. And what we're looking for here with the coals, we want them to start building up some heat, and we know that they're ready to cook once we start to get the white ash forming all around the coals. As you can see there, we've got a nice flame going as well. So I'm going to start putting in the base for the slow roller. The slow roller is a device in these Kamados which let you do indirect cooking and smoking and things like that. And what it does is there's a deflector plate, which you'll see in a minute, which sits on top of that. Which stops any of the direct heat or flames getting to the meat or anything else that you're cooking, and instead it heats up the top of the dome as if it's in an oven, and you get a real nice even distribution of the heat, and it rolls around the meat so you get like a nice even cook. There it is there, that's the deflector plate that I was talking about. So the rest of that is going to go on, and then we'll start putting the rest of the grates in the Joe. This was really sort of confusing when I first seen it. I was thinking, what are all these parts for? But once you get your head around it, it's pretty simple. These are the ceramic deflector plates that come with the Joe. This is kind of like a double deflector method, which I've seen online. I thought I'd give a go. I'm adding some foil containers there just to catch any excess grease and drippings that come from the chicken, and then on with our final cooking grates. From there, it's just a case of closing the lid back down again and bringing it up to heat, ready to take our meat. We're looking at around 200 C, which is going to be the temperature that we want to cook at. That's around 400 F if you're in the States. And then whilst that's happening, I'm going to get the chicken out of the fridge. So I'll bring it up a bit higher in temperature, into sort of room temperature. Once it's ready, we're going to add that straight into the Kamado. Get it in the centre as best you can. Obviously you want a nice even cook, and as you can see, it's looking really, really nice. That 24-hour dry brine has done the skin a world of good. We're going to bring that back down and get it back up to temperature again. So we're aiming around 200, anywhere around there is fine. And as you can see, the smells already are attracting fans. Maggie was after some chicken. So then it's just a case of leaving it be. You've got your probes in. About a third of the way through, I'm going to add a little bit more cherry wood. I was really kind of cautious with the cherry wood, didn't add too much. And this is a little tip that I seen on the YouTube channel Smoking Dead Barbecue. Big shout out to Smoking Dead Barbecue for that. It was great. Add it to the ashtray and you can add more smoke as you go. We are now at the point where I think it's about 20 minutes to go, and I'm adding in my sides. I've already parboiled these courgettes and seasoned them, so I'm whacking them on the grates for the last 20 minutes. Indoors, I'm getting my spuds and my broccoli ready. And it's the smells, I just cannot describe how the smells were. And as you can see here, I'm going back into the ashtray, and you can see that cherry wood is totally gone. Alabama white sauce, again, big thanks to Smoking Dead Barbecue for the recipe. I was a bit unsure when I seen what was going into it, but after tasting it, I have to say, try this out. Don't be put off by what's in it. Try it. It's amazing, especially with chicken. And here we are. Look at that. We're getting a nice crispy skin. It is coming together really, really well. We're going to take this off now. We've hit temperature, so the probes are telling us that we're where we want to be. I normally take it off about a degree or two before the actual target, because it'll carry on cooking with residual heat once you take it off. So we're going to get that to one side, and then we're going to start getting this on a board and looking pretty. our courgettes on there. These courgettes are amazing, by the way, so good. I will do a video on those. And I'm just carving into one of the breasts here, and keeping chicken breast succulent is really difficult. And what I'd like to do here is just show you how succulent and juicy this meat still is. Cooking chicken this way is definitely the way to do it. If you want juicy, succulent chicken on your barbecue, this is how you do it. It is amazing. It's so tender, so juicy. And as you can see, plated up here with the white sauce on the sides, it looks amazing. Just screams summer, and tasted like summer. It was great. Again, here's just a shot of it all plated up before I carved it, and I think you can all agree it does look spectacular. It's a real showstopper, really easy to do, really. Once you do the prep and you get your temperatures up, it's just a case of leaving it in there until it's done and getting your sides done. Guys, this has been a great video to film. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one for more Kamado Joe content.